Hey y'all, it's your girl Kim the Cab coming to you live with all the connects. I hope y'all are doing well today. I have come up with a new series to teach everybody for the free 99. It's called Free Game. Free game, y'all. Free game. Anybody can get it. But I am basically a travel business owner here to put you on to free game. And I provide the tools, resources, and training needed for people to learn how to get paid for what people do anyway, be their own boss, and create a legacy of generational wealth by building a successful network. And a little bit about me: after a near death experience, several health scares, and a financial crisis, I had a revelation and I chose to never let anything hold me back from living the best life that I wanted to live. And for me, that was getting out of debt and traveling the world whenever I wanted to. So I found a way to do both. And I'm here to show you that literally anybody can do what I do from the comfort of their home on their own time and be extremely successful. Check out FAQ number 16 on my page on Instagram at Dawn and Dust Travel to see proof that it actually works. And so this info is for frequent and aspiring travelers, travel industry influencers and leaders, creative business owners, and anybody who loves to travel. I'm trying to bring everybody with me. I'm trying to bring the whole squad. So I want everybody to come along. And so today we're going to be discussing the benefits of and the top 20 things you need to start a successful travel business. It's going to be a whole lot of content, a whole lot of information. I'm so excited that I put this course together. And it's for the free 99, y'all. Come on, get on it. Anybody could be hustling right now. Everybody needs a side hustle. So this is the perfect opportunity for somebody who loves to be outside, like myself. So tune in, y'all. Here we go. And after this broadcast, if you like more info, again, you can visit my Instagram page at Dawn and Dust Travel, and click the link in the bio to see a preview of what to look forward to when you start your journey. And you can also remember to just turn those notifications on. So I'm just chilling at home. By the way, anybody can, I'm just stressing the fact that you can be yourself. I'm outside on my porch right now. I got my little backdrop, but I'm in my little lawn chair. Like, this is something that anybody can do. I want to take the stress away. I want to take the angst and the anxiety away from what you can do with this industry and with this opportunity. Like, anybody can do it from any background, any age. Well, you got to be a certain age, you got to be an adult, but from any walk of life can start this business. And so, if we've learned anything from COVID, it's that the world cannot survive without travel. Like, everybody saw the world shut down during COVID because nobody could go anywhere, and goods and services weren't being conducted and moved across the world. It was terrible. If terrible, okay? The travel industry is expected to reach an all-time high of $9 trillion by the end of 2024. That's this year. $9 trillion. I bet you want a piece of that, right? And if COVID didn't teach us anything else, society also learned that you can't rely on a single stream of income in order to get by, because it can be taken away just like that. I lost my job during COVID. A whole bunch of people lost their jobs during COVID. So you never know when that income stream can be taken away. So I found a way to make money from the travel that I already do and that of others, and that will also make a way for me to be set for life. And I'm here to spit free game on how you can do it too. So let's get started, y'all. All right. So I gotta get myself in tune. All right. So today we will be discussing the benefits of having a travel business and selling in the travel industry. So, and you're also gonna learn the top 20 things you need to get established in the travel industry as a travel business owner. All right. So the benefits of earning income from travel are exponential because it's something that everybody does. All they think about, it's what they want to do all the time. And you can get paid for what people already love and plan to do. So travel is the most searched for topic on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5 while you at work. Everybody don't want to be at work. They want to be somewhere on the beach drinking margaritas. Most people plan to travel at least once a year anyway, just to go on an annual vacation, family trip, family reunion, whatever it may be. But people usually plan at least one trip a year. So why wouldn't they do that with you? And when you promote your business, you establish yourself as a resource that other people need. And then people will begin to flock to you and give you the opportunity to make more sales. So a good example is that family member that always plans all the family trips. It's often stressful. You do all the planning, you do all the booking, you do all the processing yourself. You get angst from your family. You got to deal with their attitudes and the people who don't pay on time. It's a whole lot of stress when it comes to planning trips for your family. So why wouldn't you want to earn income from that opportunity? If you already know you're going to be stressed out, why wouldn't you want to get paid for it? Why wouldn't you miss an opportunity to offer yourself to your family and be like, hey, I can help plan this, and then do right afterwards or soon later, you reap the benefits of that. Another example would be a frequent traveler who likes to plan trips for friends. Like, why wouldn't you offer your services to your friend group? They already know you, love you, trust you. They know you're not going to gyp them or scam them or anything. You could offer your services to your friends group, especially if you're already going with them. You could plan a group trip. Duh, that's a no-brainer. The other benefits of owning a travel business is that you have the satisfaction of being your own boss. You get to do what you love, and you create a way for you to reach financial freedom on your own terms. Like, the opportunity that I came across is something that I never thought that I would have ever been able to find. And it is really an amazing opportunity. If you want more information, just click the link in my bio to find out more info on what I'm talking about, what I am about, what I do, what they do. Like, it's real. It's a real thing. Like, it's a life-changing opportunity for anybody who gets the chance to see the information and decide to make that or take that step into business ownership. But yeah, so those are the benefits of owning a travel business. So whoever thought of that, you know? And I don't know if I said earlier, but I'm reading off my notes. This is real simple. I'm real simple, real casual. I don't like the whole super presentation script thing. I'm really bad at that. One day when I become a motivational speaker, it'll be a lot easier. But for right now, I'm just giving you what I am. And sorry, I kicked the camera. I'm just giving you the best cam I can give you right now. But let me know, like, in the comment section, who would have ever thought of that? All of those opportunities to make money from travel. Like, I didn't know that, but I came across this opportunity. I was like, what? Especially if I'm already do it anyway, or they already gonna do it anyway? For real? So, you know, that's exactly what I thought when I found out this opportunity. And like, I really can't even begin to tell y'all how much I've benefited from starting my business through the company that I found. And I know that there are so many other people who have the same dreams and desires that I have, or who just want to live their best life while seeing the world the way that I want to. And who wouldn't want that? And I'm a firm believer of putting people on whenever I can, because we all deserve a chance to change our lives for the better. So in honor of that, here are the top 20 things you need to monetize your travel and start your travel business. We're going to go 1 through 20. All right. So number one is a mission or purpose. What drives you to want to own your business? Why do you want to be in business? Like, why do you want to do this? You have to have it in your heart, mind, and soul to want to succeed if it's going to work. And my purpose is to help people learn how to turn their hobbies into businesses and leave legacies for their families. And I get to travel a little bit along the way. But that's my purpose. That's what I want to do, to help people. That's my goal and my intention. So you have to figure out what's your driving motivation to own your business, and that'll be your driving force. Number 2 is a niche, Niche, and that basically hones into what do you want to specialize in, because if you sell to everybody, you'll get no customers. You have to be specific with who you target. Or specialize in. So what will be your focal point for marketing your business? Do you want to do group cruises, business travel, honeymoons, international travel, with domestic travel, sports teams, what's that word for when you go to the game and you sit in the trailer? I can't think. Tailgated. Yeah, you want to do tailgated, like all sorts of different avenues that you can go down when it comes to planning or thinking of things that you can specialize in. Like for me, example, I would like to special in the Caribbean because that's just my favorite place in the world. I love the Caribbean. Um, and Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I'm from. So anything Georgia, anything Caribbean. That's what I do. But once you figure out your niche, then it'll help you get better at how you want to market to your audience. And that brings us to number 3, which is your target market. So knowing your ideal client and audience will help you to cater to what they're interested in and attract them to your business. So just how I got you to come watch this video based off of the post that I made or whatever you saw, you are a part of my target market. Oh snap! Hey, what's up? How you doing? But yes, for research purposes, the same way that I got you to watch this video is the same way that you need to connect with your audience. So that's why, going back to number 2, that's why your niche is important, because you can specialize and target specific people, or you can specialize in something and target specific people that you want to become your clients. All right. And when it comes to your target market, some parameters that you want to think of are age, gender, income, likes and hobbies, lifestyle, mindset, demographics, psychographics, the way they think, the way they shop, what they listen to, what they watch on TV. All of that, adds into your target market. All right. And once you know your target market and what they like and what they're attracted to, then we move on to number 4, which is content. Now that you know what they like and what they're interested in, you can create content that will attract them. And my favorite social media strategist, King Ashley Ann, go follow her on Instagram. She always says content is cash. So what do you want your audience to see or learn that will make them want to purchase your goods or services? You have to attract them to you. You're not just gonna open a business and be like, hey, I'm here, come shop with me. It's very rare that something like that happens unless you have like a huge following. Then that's really the only time you'll really get an immediate following like that. But if you're organic like everybody else, you got to put yourself out there. So you got to create content that's attractive, and it could be pictures, quotes, tips and tricks, package deals you create, webinars like I'm doing right now, broadcasts, teacher series, your personal trip pictures, collaborations with other business owners and other creators, like all sorts of different stuff that you can do. And again, King Ashley Ann is really, really good at that, at helping you monetize your social media. And that brings us to number 5, which is content creation, hardware and software. So you know what kind of content you want to make. Now you got to figure out how you're going to make it. So you must keep giving people a reason to follow and listen to you. And you don't need a lot of equipment to get started. I got started with 5 things. I made a profile on Canva, Canva. Canva is amazing. If you get the pro edition is even better. I think it's like $150 for the pro edition, but it's for the whole year. Amazing. InShot app, video and picture editor, free video and picture editor. You just got to go through the ads once you submit the edited content. You just need a phone or a tablet, a smartphone or a tablet, a tripod with a ring light, and a laptop. Those 5 things. That's all you need to make content or get started making content. And you can go so far with all of those things. That's what I'm using right now. Phone, ring light. Well, I don't need Canva. I'm using InShot to edit this video, and my laptop that I'm reading off of. Like that's it. I'm just sitting here on my porch, doing what to do, and I just want to make it a point that it's simple. It's simple to do this. I'm losing my words because I'm so excited. But anybody can really do this. Like, that's why we're going down this process. And right now we're on number 5 if you need to catch up. But we're about to move on to number 6, because once you get your content creation hardware and software, now you can start making content, making videos, posts. Now you need somewhere to post them. So number 6 is social media. And social media is the fastest way to grow your business without much overhead. Twitter's free, Facebook free, Instagram free, TikTok's free. All of those different social media outlets are all free for you to post and engage with your audience. And you have access to the world, and that audience will have access to you as well once you put yourself out there on social media. And you have to think about where will you display your content. So I just named off a few. So there's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, Periscope, wherever you decide that you want to tell the world about what you have. You just decide which medium you want to use. I use really mostly Instagram, Facebook kind of, but most of my interactions are on Instagram. That's where I really like pay attention to my dashboard and my highlights and everything. Because that's another thing. Once you make professional accounts on these mediums, these social media mediums, then you can actually track your audience and how they interact with you. And those are really good. That's really good. Sorry, I just got a text message. That's really good information to have, because now you can specifically know what your audience likes, what they're paying attention to, what does well on your page and what doesn't, so you can tweak it and fix it and make more better content. All right. And so number 7 number 7 is travel vendor knowledge and accessibility. So what travel vendors do you have access to? When I started my business, I didn't know anything about travel vendors. I just went with who I knew and what I liked. Like, I really like Marriott hotels. I really like Delta. So that's just what I was shopping around for when I was booking stuff for people, because I knew those companies. But what travel vendors do you have access to, though? And the way that you get access as a travel business owner to these vendors is either through your host agency, third-party website, or directly with the vendor. So, and we'll get to what a host agency is in a few moments. But usually people, like, when they first start and they don't have an official business, they usually go through a third-party website like Booking.com, Hotels.com, Expedia, Travelocity, or they're booked directly with the vendor, like I said, like Marriott or Delta or Carnival, or right directly on their website. All right, and then so that brings us to number 8, which is the host agency. So having a host agency, to me, is crucial, because you have to have a hub where you can have and basically analyze your business. It gives you the ability to access your travel vendors directly sometimes, and you get their rates, and you can keep track of vendor rates and commissions, as well as track your income as well with your host agency. They sometimes provide CRM, customer retention management software. You can make emails, postcards. Like, it depends on who you're with. I'm with IntelliTravel. That's my host agency. But some host agencies even include a personalized website or portal for guests to get to know you and book with you. So, like with me, I don't even have to log into my travel business in order to book something. I can just send somebody a link, or they can just click the link in my bio, and they can book on my website. And that's how I get my income sometimes. So that's definitely an option for you. And then we'll move on to number 9, which is super, super important. I'm gonna scream this to the rooftops. Number 9 is a LLC. Now, I am a firm believer that every business owner should have a LLC, because to me, if it ain't on paper, it ain't real. So every business owner should have an LLC. You can use your business entity to create brand items specific to your business. Like, you can do what you want as a creator and get it trademarked and branded, and it be a part of your brand, your legacy. And it also protects you from business liabilities as well, because it's a limited liability company. So it also establishes you as a business owner, because once they see LLC, they're like, oh, okay, she legit. All right, it's one thing to say you have a business, but you don't have any of the structure behind it, or the official statement of legality, if that's what you mean. But everybody needs an LLC if they're gonna run a business, in my opinion. And the way that I started my business was through Zen Business, Zen Business. You can do it online, and you can just create a profile with them, and they'll keep you updated about everything that you need to do throughout the year to keep your business up to date. And it's really, really great. And another thing that you need is number 10, which is an EIN number. EIN, Employer Identification Number. And you can easily apply for this, I think through the state online. You need it to apply for business loans, bank accounts, and any business credit that you may want to apply for. You also use your EIN when you hire employees in the future. So, when employees fill out their tax returns and they get their W-2s, their W-2s have an EIN because that EIN is associated to their workplace business. And that's how they do taxes and everything as well. So an EIN is really, really, really important. And next is number 11, which is a business bank account. You got to have somewhere to put the money, that's separate from your personal account, mind you, because it'll get confusing if you mix business and personal. I never like mixing business and personal. So you definitely got to get a business bank account, and you use this to pay your business bills, monitor your income, send invoices, all of that stuff through your business bank account. And you can easily apply for one at your local bank branch. I prefer to bank with somebody, the same person I do my personal with. So I have my personal bank account and my business bank account at the same banking institution, because that makes it easier to transfer money to and from. I don't know if that works for you, but that's how it works for me. Just a little pro tip. All right. And then number 12. Oh, that is not 12. Jesus. 12. Number 12 is communications. And so you have to be able to communicate with your clients and your audience, and they must be able to reach you outside of social media, because everybody's not going to see you on social media. You might make a post and maybe 5 people see it. It'll be on your page for forever, but nobody really goes back to your page and just scrolls down and say, oh, what's that post she posted 3 days ago at 4 o'clock? Nobody does that. So you got to figure out a way to communicate with your audience outside of social media. And a lot of ways you can do this. Is with a business email. So I have a Gmail and I have an Outlook for my business. You need a business phone. If you don't have a separate phone number, you can try a digital one. I'll use Google Voice, and you can set up a whole number, voicemail, and everything. You just have to have service and be connected to Wi-Fi. And you also need a mailing address. You can use your home address, a P.O. box, or another address somewhere that you can receive mail. That's really what you need in order for people to communicate with you in all avenues and aspects of the business world. And 13, I don't know why I keep doing that. 13 is revenue and income. So we obviously know you got to have money to make money, or you got to get money to make money. So you must have startup and maintenance funding to get your business off the ground and opening. Like there's no way around that. Like, nobody starts anything for free. You have to make the investment. And a lot of people can't really come to terms with that. They expect to get rich quickly based off of, doing something for free. And it's very, very rare, unless you go viral or something. It's very, very rare that actually works out for people that way. Like, you gotta put something in to get something out. That's how it works. And the way that I did it, since I started my business, and I obviously wasn't making any income yet because I just started. So I was funneling 10% of my 9-to-5 income to my business. And I would just automatically take 10% out and put it towards the business every time I got paid. You can also look up business grants. I know a good one is Women's Net and Hello Alice. They can specifically, you can just create profiles with them, and you can apply for multiple grants at once. FedEx also has a really good grant that they do every year as well. All right. And then number 14, I did it right that time. 14 is an email or landing page. And this is important because you need a way to constantly build your list of potential clients and business partners and be able to communicate with them. I struggle with this personally. I know it's super, super important to have, but it's so rare that I write an email. And I know that I need to do better with my emails, bro. I'm pretty sure people looking at me crazy when I started this business and restarted it multiple times. Like, what is she doing? Like, come on now. You got to be consistent with those emails. And a good system that you can use for mass email retention or sending out mass emails is ConvertKit. and MailChimp. I prefer MailChimp over ConvertKit. I use ConvertKit for my publishing and my books and stuff, but I use MailChimp to connect with my audience. And the great thing about MailChimp is that you can create like specific tags for people. Like once somebody enters their email into your MailChimp, you can put or apply tags and put them into specific categories. And it's really cool because you can then pick and choose who you want to send emails to later on in the future. It's really awesome. Another thing that you'll need is a link tree. A link tree is super, super important, especially if you don't have a website. Linktree is the easiest way to get your information out there in one place without having a website. All you gotta do is just create a bunch of links, or you have all the links to the pages that you want to display, and you just enter the links into each part of the link tree, and you just click the link and then go straight to the page you want it to go to. So Linktree is super, super nifty as well to get people connected or get you connected to your audience. All right, and we almost done, y'all. So 15 is a payment processor. And normally your host agency will provide you with one on your website. So when people book with you, it just automatically gets charged to their card. But you should also have a backup for products and services that people can purchase outside of your booking portal. So for example, I accept deposits through my Square account, and I use deposits to, do gifts, my service fee, any extra incidentals that may occur over the trip. That's what I use the deposit for, and I process that through Square. And then they process the rest of their booking through, right, with the vendor or whatever. Yeah, you need an extra backup processor for those things that aren't really mentioned in the host agency. So like gifts, merchandise, extra services, consultations, things like that. That's what you need a payment processor for. And some examples of good payment processors are Square, PayPal, and Stripe. All of those are really good payment processors. Now you can have a business Cash App as well. So if you prefer Cash App, business Cash App account is good as well. All right, and then on to number 16. I don't have enough fingers for 16. Accounting software. You definitely want to make sure you keep your books in the green. You want to definitely keep track of that, especially for tax purposes, because being a 1099 or a self-employed person, you pay your own taxes. Like they don't come out your check like they do at a regular 9 to 5. So you have to pay those taxes and keep track of how much you have to pay. And a great way to keep track of that is with QuickBooks Self-Employed. That's what I use to track my taxes and my income and expenses. You categorize everything into personal. It was self-employed is great because you can tag you can apply your personal bank account with your business bank account, and it'll sort through all of each transaction that you can pick and choose and decide like what is for business, what is for personal, what goes to gas, rent, utilities, all that stuff. And then it'll calculate it for you at the end of every quarter, so you know how many taxes or how much taxes you need to pay before the end of the year is up. Oh, and speaking of taxes, that brings us to 17, which is a tax preparer. You got to make sure they're done properly, man. You either miss out on a lot of money or you owe a lot of money. Like there is no in between when it comes to the IRS. So you got to make sure that you get that done properly. And I like to use TurboTax if you want to do your taxes independently, or you can always get a tax preparer. All right, and number 18 is a talent product or merchandise. You own a business. Why don't you want to sell your stuff, And what can you create for your audience for them to use with your product or services? Because, for example, I am a travel business owner, but I also have the Dawn and Dust 365-day business planner. Because I'm still a business owner, I have to plan my day, I have to plan my budget, I have to plan my month. I created a planner to keep my brain in order. So why wouldn't I give other people the advantage of using my product? So I sell the 365-day business planner, and I give it to all my business partners who join in business with me. I give them all a free copy. And some examples of these could be guides, books, digital products, physical products, services. What can you do to, elevate what you already offer? Because this opens the door for additional streams of income. You know, nobody said I had to make a planner, but I made one, and that's another way I could get paid off of something. And that's my creativity. That's where the LLC comes back in handy, because now that I have my LLC, I can do what I want under my brand, and I can put my logo on it, copyright it, and everything, and that's mine under my legacy. So that's why the LLC is always important. Just going back to that. But yeah, your talent product or your merchandise. You know, everybody wants merch. You can do t-shirts, hats, cups. A really good way to create merch without having the stress of actually going to a merchandiser or a warehouse manufacturer or whatever is Zazzle. Zazzle. Zazzle is excellent. You can make your own store, and you just add your logo to whatever blank products they have in there, and people can purchase your items from your Zazzle store, and all you did was put a logo on something. It's awesome. I love Zazzle. All right, we almost done. 2 more, y'all. All right, so number 19 is your network. This is probably one of the most important ones out there. And it's really important for you to find like-minded people who want to achieve the same goals as you. Like, getting somewhere by yourself is hard. Getting somewhere with a bunch of people is always going to be much easier. So you always want to make sure you're social and make your presence known in the real world and online in order to grow. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to meet a whole bunch of people so I can put them on. That's why I did Free Game. That's what this is. I'm trying to put people on, and I want them to join me on my journey or on their own journeys, and we go together. Like, I want us to go together. You see what I'm saying? So, and the saying always goes, your network is your net worth. Like, we all know it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you got to always make sure that you're building your network, make yourself known, and your tribe will find you and follow you. All right, and the last one, number 20, is mentorship. You can't have the blind leading the blind. Like, find somebody who can train and encourage you throughout your business building process. I'm so fortunate to have the coach that I have and the mentors that I have through the business opportunity that I found. And if you want to know more about it, just again, click the link in my bio at Donna Does Travel. But I'm so grateful to have the training and education and leadership that I have in my company. And if you do join me on the Donna Does Travel team, you'll get access to all of my mentors and literature to follow and learn from. And you can also get a glimpse on my mentors in my mentors highlight on my Donna Does Travel page at the top. All right, and so that was it. Those were the top 20 things, y'all. If you found this information insightful, helpful, you had a breakthrough, an oh my God, a light bulb moment, let me know in the comments. And then just, if you feel like this is for you or you're interested and want more information, go to Donna Does Travel on Instagram and click the link in my bio just to see what I'm about, see what we're about. There's a lot of links in there. And then go through steps 1 through 4. Or send me, if you're not ready to follow the steps, just send me a DM with the word info. That's all you got to do. If you want more info, send a DM with the word info. All right, and tune in, y'all, because 2025 finna be lit. You know, I don't want to give it away, but I got my birthday in January, and hopefully, God willing, my event that's gonna be off the chain 4th of July weekend. So we got a lot going on in 2025, and I want y'all to be there. So again, click the link in that bio, turn on your post notifications, and keep track of everything that's to come. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast. I hope you learned a lot from it, and I really hope that it helps you get started with where you want to be in the travel industry. Thanks again. This is your girl, Kim DeCap, and we out.